Hi there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will talk about ASP.NET Core MVC. I'm Umair and you are watching my YouTube channel. First of all, what is ASP.NET Core MVC? ASP.NET Core MVC framework is a lightweight, open source, highly testable presentation framework optimized for use with ASP.NET Core. It means it is part of ASP.NET Core and it follows MVC pattern. There are two types of applications that can be developed using MVC. One is web application and the other one is web API. Now the question comes, what is MVC pattern? MVC pattern is an architectural pattern that separates an application into three main groups of components. One is models, other one is views, and the third one is controllers. It emphasizes separation of concerns. It means all three components, model, views, and controllers, they have different functionalities. User requests are routed to a controller which is responsible for working with the model to perform user actions and retrieve results of query. Any request from the users from the view comes back to the controller and controller work with the model and give us the data. The controller chooses the view to display to the user and provides it with any model data it requires. So basically a user request comes to the controller get data from model and display that data to a view. Now, what are the responsibilities for model views and controllers? The model represents the state of the application and operations that should be performed by it. These are basically classes, and you can say these are database entities. Then we have views. Views are responsible for presenting content through the user interface. Anything we see on the web, it is basically coming from the views. They use the Razor View engine to embed .NET code in HTML markup. Razor View engine basically provides a page that uses HTML and C# combined. And the last one is controllers. Controllers are the components that handle user interaction, work with the model, and ultimately select a view to render. We have discussed this one in the previous slide. Now let's create a project in Visual Studio and have a look on MVC pattern. First of all, we will go to our Windows. Here we will search Visual Studio. And you can see that I have Visual Studio 2022. You need this one for implementing .NET 6 or .NET 7. So I have already installed this one. I will open this one. Now from here we have these options. We can clone a repository from GitHub, or we can open a project solution, a local folder, and lastly we have create a new project. So I will create a new project here. Now here we have multiple options. As you can see, we have multiple options here. Okay, it supports multiple languages, multiple platforms, and multiple project types. Okay, now I will search here MVC. Now you can see that we have ASP.NET Core Web API. It uses MVC. Also we have this one, ASP.NET Core Web App. It is using Model View Controller. We have also this one, but we don't want to use this .NET framework. It is the legacy framework. We will go with ASP.NET Core Web App using Model View Controller. Click on this one. Next. Here we need to provide the project name. Let's say this project name is Employee Management System, right? Next, from here we need to choose which SDK we want to use for this project. We can use .NET 6 or .NET 7. Okay, I will be using the latest one, .NET 7. Create. It will take a couple of minutes and we will have our application. Now this is the basic application provided by Microsoft as a template. You can say zero template. Okay, it has some dependencies to install, so you should have internet connected. Now I will run this application from here, this button. This is a sample application provided by Zero Template. We have home, privacy page, and again home page. I just forgot to mention that in this project we have controllers folder, we have models folder, and we have views folder. These three are main folders in our MVC application. We will discuss these files in the next video. Thanks, take care.